welcome to Move Everywhere, Ryerson's virtual fitness classes. My name is Sharon. We're going to do our stretch and flexibility class. Before we get started, just get yourself situated somewhere where you have, if you have a mat, that's great. You're going to put your mat down. As long as you have somewhere on the floor where you can spread out and lie down and be comfortable, whether it's on a rug or a blanket or something like that. The first 5-10 minutes we're going to stay standing, and then the rest of the time is on the mat. A couple of pieces of equipment, if you have it, can be beneficial, especially if you feel like you're not that flexible, like a strap. So if you don't have a proper yoga strap on hand, you could always use something at home, whether it's a belt or a scarf or something like that. And then the other thing is, if you happen to have yoga blocks at home, that would be a great accessory. Towards the end of the class, we do some exercises where if you're really tight in your hips or quads, these will help. If you don't have proper yoga blocks, you can always modify with a stack of books or something like that. So those are just if you need them, if you feel like you're really tight and you need some assistance to get into a stretch. If you don't have them, don't worry, because we'll figure it out and we'll do some other modifications. So I'm going to put the music on. It's just a straight flow through from one exercise to the next, so I'll talk you through it. We stretch everything from the head to the toes and everything in between, literally. Listen to your body. So everybody's body is different. So I might be more flexible in one area and less in another. You might be different. So if it looks different than how I look, then don't worry about it. Just do what your body can do. If you feel like it's too intense or if it hurts, then ease off of it. If you have any injuries, of course, then you want to modify. If we're doing something on the knees and you have a knee injury, we can do it seated, stuff like that. Okay, so let's start standing. You got your comfy space there, and I'll put the music on. Okay, so legs are, doesn't matter where you stand on your mat, just in the center. I'm going to face the side so you can see my spine. Legs are going to be open about shoulder width or just wider than shoulder width. Inhale, clasp your hands at the front. Exhale to curl your spine forward, little bend in the knees. Inhale, lift up nice and tall. Exhale, circle the arms around, clasp your hands behind. Inhale, pull the shoulders down, arch your back. Exhale, fold forward. Soften your knees. Inhale, roll up through your spine to standing. And then exhale, circle the arms. So we do that 2 more times. Inhale, clasp your hands. Exhale, curl forward. Inhale, lift up nice and tall. Exhale to circle the arms. Clasp your hands. Inhale, open the chest, arch your back. Exhale, folding forward, soft knees, and relax your head. Inhale, curl up through your spine to standing. Exhale, circle the arms. I think that was twice. We're doing one more. Inhale, clasp your hands. Exhale to curl forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, circle the arms, clasp your hands. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, relax forward. Inhale, roll up through your spine. Exhale, circle the arms. And then we're going to bring the head forward and back. So we go chin forward and back. Inhale forward, exhale back. So let's do a few more of those. I'm going to the music. You don't have to go to the music. You can go slower. Just make sure that you keep your neck long when you bring your head to the back so you don't crunch the back of the neck. Not sure where you're at, but let's just finish after this one. And you can look straight ahead. I'm going to face you. We're going to bring one arm behind us. Take the other arm over. And a little gentle assistance with this top hand, if you like. You can bring that ear towards the opposite shoulder. If it's too intense with your hand up here, just bring that arm down and let gravity bring your ear towards your shoulder. Now turn to face towards that shoulder. Stay there and breathe. bring your chin forward and bring your head back up to center. Other arm comes behind you there, other hand up and over. You can use that hand to gently tilt your ear towards your shoulder. So breathing into the opposite side of your neck. Turn to face towards that shoulder. Release the arms, bring the chin forward towards the chest, and then return the head up. Okay, we're going to inhale, lift the arms up, nice tall spine, long arms. Exhale, twist to the side, arms can come down. So a nice easy spine twist. Inhale, lift tall. Exhale. Again, inhale up. Twist. Again. Let's finish with the arms up facing the front. Inhale. We're going to open the legs out to even wider. You can bring your arms down, so wider than your mat if you have a mat. You're going to take one arm up just in front of your ear. Hold on to your forearm. Inhale, lift and lengthen your arms and your spine. Without changing your hips, you're going to pull that arm over to a big side stretch. Okay, so breathing here. If you prefer, you can release that bottom arm down onto the leg. Let's release the arms and spine forward to center and then curl up through the spine. Take 2 full breaths. So you have lots of time, just one bone at a time. Opening up your back there. Finishing on top, other arm comes up just in front of your ear. Hold on to that arm. Lift and lengthen, inhale. Exhale, over into that side stretch. And breathe. Arm can come down if you like. Just be careful about collapsing into that side. So really lengthen, which is why I have you lengthen first before you come up and over. So energy through the top arm, that whole opposite side. Reach, reach, reach. Now, release everything down to center, and we take our 2 full breaths to roll it up again. Take your time. A little shoulder roll to the back, and we're going to stand to the back of our mat. Legs open, hip width apart. We're going to start to roll down through the spine, so all the way down. Chin comes down. Just keep rolling down, rolling down. If you need to have a soft bend in the knee, go ahead. Keep your feet back there. Walk your hands forward. Downward dog position. So pressing your hips up. Pressing your heels down towards the floor. Nice strong arms and strong shoulders. Breathe. Now lift one heel up. Resist the other heel down towards the mat. And then alternate, so walking your feet out or pedaling your feet out. So stretching out the backs of those calves and Achilles. Now press both heels down, hips are still up, stretch. Release your knees down to the mat. We're going to sit all the way down, and if your hamstrings are tight or your backs are tight, get your strap handy, close by. Otherwise, don't worry, we can hold on to the legs. So legs are extended, legs are together, feet are flexed. Inhale, lift and lengthen your arms. You're going to exhale to stretch forward. The goal is to grab onto your toes. Okay, so if that's not possible, you can hold on to the legs. If you have a strap, you can have it under your feet like that. Okay, so you can use the strap and gently, every exhale, you want to try to get a little deeper in the stretch. Okay, so I'd prefer if you weren't bouncing in any of the stretches. That's just going to pull your tendons and muscles. So I suggest every exhale, try to get a little bit deeper. So try to relax in that pose. Now if you have a strap, take both sides with your right hand, otherwise take your foot or your leg with your right hand. Inhale, twist open to the left. And then exhale, return to center. We're going to switch sides. Take your right arm, inhale, big twist. Exhale to return. We're going to do it again. Left arm, inhale, twist. Exhale to return. And then last one, right side. Inhale, open. And exhale to return. Okay, roll up to sitting. Pull your right foot in towards your left thigh. Keep your left leg flexed. Inhale up. Exhale up and over to take your toes or to take your strap. So as you're there, breathing over that leg, just double check that you are not squishing your shoulders up and squeezing them up into the ears. So relax your shoulders down. And every exhale in your chest a little closer to the thigh. So less about your forehead coming down, but more about lengthening the spine. Come on up to sitting and cross your right foot over top of your left thigh. So your knee is up, both sit bones are going to stay down. Tall spine, twist over to your right. And really resist away from that top knee with that elbow so you can deepen your twist. Return to facing front. We're going to bend the bottom leg underneath the top leg if it's possible. Okay, so if you can, then you're going to have both legs crossed. We're going to fold forward over the legs. If this position isn't possible, maybe hips or backs are tight, have your bottom leg extended. Keep your top leg crossed over, and you can lean over the legs in this position. Okay, so whether you're doing this version, both legs bent, or bottom leg stretched, nice deep breaths. Now exhale to roll up through your spine to sitting. We're going to swing the top leg around to the back. So that's your right leg coming around to the back. Pull your left knee forward, straight forward. So you're kind of sitting up on that left foot. Press up from the floor with your arms. And try to let go of your right hip flexor. So now shift your weight. I'm going to actually bring both hands inside my front leg. I'm going to shift my weight a little bit towards the back leg. So the stretch is going to come up higher into my right side and then return to center. Try that again. Shift your weight towards the back leg. Exhale. Inhale to come back. Last one. Exhale to the right. Return to center, and then come on down, swing your back leg around to the front, flexing the foot at the front, so now our right leg is extended, left leg is bending towards the right thigh. Inhale, lift, exhale, lengthen forward, take your toes or your strap. And you know what to do here, breathing into the back of your right leg and your back. Roll up to sitting and cross your left foot over your right thigh. Nice and tall. Front foot is still flexed. Twist over to the left. Okay, you can also use that back arm to press from the floor to try to lift up that lower back. turn to facing front, and then we're bending that bottom leg underneath if you can, or if you're doing the modification, the bottom leg is stretched. This one, or this one. Okay, so whichever version you're in, try to relax over those legs. Focus your exhales where you feel it the most. So maybe it's your hips, maybe it's your back. If you're here, it might be your hamstring. Now roll it on up to sitting. Swing your top leg around to the back, so that's your left leg. Pull your right knee forward, pressing up from the floor, so your chest is lifted and stretching out the front of the left hip flexor. Okay, I'm going to take both hands inside of my front knee actually and just shift over to the left a little bit. Exhaling. And then inhale to return. 2 more. Exhale towards the back leg. Inhale to return. Last one. Shift towards the left. And return to center. We're going to lie all the way down onto the stomach, starting to stretch out the fronts of the shoulders. So right arm extended straight out to the right side, left hand by your left shoulder, left leg can come up and bend and twist open, left foot on the floor behind you. Okay, so you're stretching out the front of that right shoulder and chest, just pressing away from the floor to kind of open up towards the ceiling to deepen the stretch. Now if you want to take it further, that left arm can come over the back. And if anything feels too intense, or if you have any injuries in your shoulders or anything, just come out of it, take a second. Maybe not every exercise is perfect for everybody. Come back to center. Stretch your left arm out to the left, right hand by your right shoulder, right leg up, bends, twist over, foot on the floor behind you. And if you want to, that right arm can come over behind you. It's up to you. Now return to center. I'm going to have you open both arms out to the side like a T. Keep your head center. I'm just having my chin on the mat. We're going to loosen up the lower back. So you're going to take your right leg up a bit and then bend it, and then aim your foot towards your opposite hand and then lower it and switch out to your left side. So we're just alternating right and left, and it's a big twist and a return and a big twist and a return. So nice and loose and easy, and it's okay if the opposite shoulder comes up. Let's do one more on each side. Okay. Hands to your shoulders, press up to your hands and knees. We're going to stretch out the backs of the shoulders and the back. So take your right arm out, take it under your left arm, walk it over to the opposite wall, head down, left hand above your head on the mat. You're going to press away from the floor with that left arm to help you twist open towards the ceiling. Okay, so stretching out the back of your right shoulder. Nice big spine twist. So your eyes and your head and your neck are following your spine, so twisting open towards the ceiling. Slowly back to your hands and knees. Left arm comes out, take it under your right arm, walk it over. Head down, right hand above your head. Press away from the floor with that right arm. So really use your resistance with that right arm to keep deepening your twist towards the ceiling. Slowly back to your hands and knees. Bending so your knees are bent, opening your knees, feet together, sit on your feet. Walk your arms forward, just long arms, long spine. Take a breather here. Now, we're going to exhale to curl the spine, coming up into a cat stretch. So on your hands and knees. Inhale, release your hips forward, extend your legs. So you're in this little swan, it's called in Pilates. Exhale, press up and curl your spine round. Inhale, sit back in your shell stretch. So all together again, you're going to exhale to curl up, round spine. Inhale, hips forward, shoulders are down away from the ears, so just be careful of this squeezing the shoulders. Okay, you're going to exhale, press up and round it out. Inhale, stretch it back. Feels good, right? Try that again. Exhale to curl. Inhale to extend. Exhale, press up and curl. Inhale to stretch it back. We're just going to do a half one of those inchworm thingies. You're going to exhale to curl. Inhale, release forward. And then make your way down to your mat. Okay, so we're going to work our spine again in a little spine extension, swan. So if your back is flexible, you could have your legs together. If your back is not so much flexible and you want to feel better on your back, your legs could be a little bit more open. Bend your arms so your shoulder blades are open. Inhale, lift your head and neck. Exhale, pull your shoulders down, keep them down, press up from the floor. Inhale at the top. Exhale to roll it down. Do that again. Inhale, head up. Exhale, shoulders down, press it up. Stay there, breathe in. Exhale, roll it down. One more, stay at the top. Inhale, head up. Exhale, shoulders down, press it up, stay there. Inhale, turn your head to the left. Exhale, return it center. Inhale, chin comes towards the chest. Exhale, return it up. Inhale, head to the right. Exhale, return. And chin comes forward, inhale. Exhale to lift. Stay there, breathe in. Exhale to roll it down. You're going to bend your arms and rest your forehead on your hands. Bend your legs and just loosening up the lower back here, rock your legs and hips side to side. Okay, finish center, release your legs and then roll over onto your back. So, legs are bent, feet are on the floor, legs hip width apart and heels fairly close to your fingertips. I think I just tuck my shirt in because I think my shirt's going to fly over my head. We're going to open up your back, one vertebrae on the way up, one vertebrae on the way down. Follow me. Okay, so arms are down. We're going to start by curling the tailbone off the mat and then keep curling one little bone at a time off the mat to open your back. And breathe as you do so. So like 2 full breaths to roll up. Okay, just to this plank position. Keep your hips up as long as you can as you start to roll down from the top of the spine. So again, taking your time, one little bone at a time touches down onto the mat, opening up your back on the way down. So do that same thing. You're going to curl up, starting from the bottom of the spine. Let's take 2 full breaths to roll it up. Now we're going to take 3 full breaths to roll it down. Okay, so first breath, you soften your breastbone down towards the mat. Second breath, the rib cage. Third breath, it's the lower back, the pelvis, and then your tailbone. So then we're going to do one more and stay at the top, and we're going to do a back arch if you're up for it. If not, then continue another roll up and down, okay? So 2 full breaths to roll it up. Breathe. Okay, so we're going to stay up here. We're going to press the hips up as high as you can. Walk your arms and shoulder blades closer to each other. Maybe clasp your hands. Press your arms into the floor. Hips up even higher. Breathe into your back. If you prefer, or if you can, or if you want to, maybe you could sneak your hands under your hips here. A little bit higher in that back arch. Or if you want even to come up onto your tippy toes. You can try that and just breathe into the back. If it becomes too intense, just come out of it. Just another 5 seconds or so. You're going to release your arms. Take your 3 full breaths to roll down through your spine. I should mention too, when you're rolling down, try to lengthen your arms towards the back wall and lengthen your tailbone towards the back wall. So your spine is lengthening. Okay, so I love that one of my favorites, but I have many. Bring your knees in towards you, wrap your arms around your legs. Just a slow rock side to side little spine massage. Maybe bring your head towards the opposite direction as your legs. Okay, you know what? Let's finish center. We're going to bring our legs up into a diamond. Just an easy roll up. Take your legs. Inhale, pull them back. Exhale, press them forward. And take a sip of water. I've got to go grab my water. I forgot it over there. So next up, if you have a strap, you might want to get it handy. We're going to start to stretch out the bigger muscles, so our legs, we're going to lie on our back. Preparation for this, I'm going to have you bend your left leg foot on the floor and take your right leg up towards the ceiling. So if you don't have a strap, you're going to hold on to your leg, okay? And if you're super flexy, you don't need a strap and you can even just hold on to your toes, right? So the goal is to have both legs stretched, tailbone on the mat and shoulders on the mat. Okay, so if that's not possible, keep the bottom leg bent, the left leg bent, and keep your right leg up. If you want assistance, put that strap around the bottom of your foot. And then if that feels okay, maybe you can try extending the left leg and see how that feels. So whether you have a strap or don't have a strap, or whether your bottom leg is bent or not bent, doesn't matter. Just take nice deep breaths into the back of your right leg. And maybe every exhale, see if you can gently pull the leg a little closer without bending the knee. Now we're going to take both sides of the strap, or if you don't have a strap, take the leg with the left hand. Okay? You're going to open your right arm to the right, turn your head to the right, and then take the right leg just about 3 inches, let's say 3 inches across to the left. So your right hip is still pressing into the mat, but your right leg is slightly across to the left. Okay, so every exhale, you're pulling that right leg up towards your left ear and pressing the right hip down in opposition. Do you feel a different stretch there in the back of that right leg? That's your IT band. It's a little bit different than the one where we just do straight on, is the hamstring. Return the leg back to center. We're going to take the leg or the strap with the right arm this time. We're going to open the left arm to the left. Now this time, so make sure that you don't change your spine or your hips or your pelvis. Open the right leg out towards the right, but only as far as you can without letting the opposite hip come off the mat. Okay, and then turn your head to the left. Left arm is to the left, head is to the left. So here, every exhale, you're pulling that leg up towards your right ear. Neutral spine, neutral hips, neutral pelvis. Then return the leg back to center. We're going to take one last big breath, and on that last exhale, pull the leg in as far as you can, and then release the leg and release the strap, and we got to do the other side to even us out. So, right leg is bent, foot on the floor, left leg comes up towards the ceiling. If you don't have a strap, take the leg with your arms. So same as the other side. If you're using a strap, you can do that. If that's feeling not too bad on your left hamstring, you can maybe slide your right leg down, see how that goes. Nice deep breaths. When I get to my left side, I always comment on this because my left hamstring, there's something going on. So you may notice that one side is much different than the other. So take it easy on yourself, breathe in it. You're going to take the leg or the strap with your right arm, open your left arm to the left, keep your left hip on the mat, and just cross the left leg over to the right, 3-4 inches. And think about exhaling the leg up towards your right ear. Okay, return the leg back to center. Take the leg or the strap with your left arm. Open your right arm. Remember, your whole right side stays glued to the mat as you open the left leg out just as far as you can without changing your spine or your hips. Turn your head to the right. Did I say that? Head is to the right, right arm is to the right. Gently pulling the left leg up towards your left ear. Might start to shake a little. You're just taking it one step further, so just keep breathing. And if you're in the modification, that right leg is still bent, you can still have the left leg open, right? So let's return the leg back to center. You take your one last big breath, exhaling and pulling the leg in as far as you can, and then releasing the leg and the strap. Legs up to diamond, easy roll up, inhale, legs back, exhale, legs forward. Okay, so now, time is it? Let's take our, if you have blocks, or if you feel like you're super tight in your hips or hamstrings, then take blocks or a stack of books, have them close by if you need them. Right foot is forward. Right knee is above your right ankle but not past it, so your heel is down, flat foot. Extend your left leg at the back. I like to wiggle just an inch forward and back on my back toes to get into my left hip flexor. So see what you think about that. Finish at the back and then release your left knee, left toes, left hip. So we're going to take both hands inside of the front foot, and if you can, coming down to the floor to the elbows. If you cannot, maybe you have a block or some sort of a prop, like some books or something, and you can try one of these. And if not, then that's okay. Stay here and breathe into the front of that left hip flexor. walking yourselves back up, we're gonna take both hands on top of that front thigh. Hips are still pressing forward, so you're getting that deep stretch in the front of that left hip flexor. Take your left hand to the floor, or you can modify it and take it to the block. Okay, we're gonna twist open to the right. Right hand is gonna come down to the floor or the block, twist open to the left. Okay, your left hand comes down. Shift your hips back over your back knee. And now my front leg is stretched. I want you to flex your front foot. So maybe you're up here on your blocks or your props or your stacks of books. And that's totally cool. Keep that front foot flexed and keep breathing into the back of the hamstring, that right hamstring. Okay, if you're not on your blocks, you could try folding even further forward. Maybe take your left hand, pull your right toes back, lengthen through the top of the head. So this is your preparation for your front split, so I hope you are feeling up for that. Maybe if you're on your blocks, then you're gonna stay here and just start to slide your front leg forward a little bit. We're gonna slide into whatever is our maximum. So if this is your maximum, this hurdle sort of stretch here, then stay here. If you can go a little further, if your hands are on the ground, either way, and even if you have just one block, you guys can have it just under your leg like this. So just another 10 seconds wherever you are in your maximum split or hurdle stretch, breathing into those hips and hamstrings. And of course, if it's too intense, just come out of it when you need to. Now we're done. We're gonna slowly take the back leg around to the front, shake out your legs, and shake out your hips. Does anyone notice this is my Canada Day themed playlist that I'm recycling? Take your left foot forward. Okay, so your left knee is just above your left ankle. Right leg is extended back there. Hips stay down, just gently wiggling into your right hip flexor. You're gonna finish at the back, release your right knee, right toes, right hip. And now we take both hands inside of the front foot and either coming down to the floor or to the block onto your elbows if you can. Nice deep breaths. Okay, start to make your way back up. Take both hands on top of your front thigh. Hips are pressing forward, breathing into that right hip, and really press off the thighs so shoulders are back, chest is open. Now right hand is going to come down to the floor or the block. Big spine twist to the left. Left hand comes down, twist to the right. Okay, both hands are down. Shift your hips back over your back knee. Left leg is extended in the front. Flex your left foot. So same as the other side. If you're on your blocks, then just hang out here. Breathe. If you can hinge forward a little bit, that'd be great. But make sure you keep the front foot flexed, as that does engage the back of the left leg, and that's what we're trying to increase the flexibility on. If you're intensifying it, take your opposite hand, pull the toes back. Slowly coming out of that, we're going to slide. If you're on your blocks, stay there. We're going to start to slide the front leg forward, same as the other side. Maybe this is your better side. It's not my better side, but make sure you're breathing into it. to the front and we're going to shake out the legs. We've got about 5 minutes left. Okay. So let's work on our center straddle before we finish. I'm going to have you extend one leg out, bend the other leg in. We're going to try to hinge forward. So if this is difficult because maybe the lower back is tight or the hips are tight, you can sit on top of your block or your books and do one of these because that will help to pop you forward. Okay, so one leg is open, fold forward, just 20-30 seconds or so here. Breathing into those hips. I'm sure you can feel it maybe in the upper inner thighs. So nice deep breaths. Walk yourself over that extended leg. See if you can take the foot or the outside of the extended leg with your opposite hand. And really think of pressing and resisting the opposite hip down towards the mat. Make your way up to sitting center. Switch it out, bend your other leg, extend your other leg. Okay, if you're up on your block, that's still a-okay. And then see if you can hinge forward. So hips are going to be hinging forward or folding forward. If your back is tight, it might be more of a rounded back, but that's fine. See what you can manage. So you can get into those inner thighs. And then walk yourself over that extended leg, taking the opposite hand to the outside of the extended leg or maybe to the foot. Remember to try to press the opposite hip down to the mat. Come on up to sitting center, and then both legs are open and you can still stay up on your block if that's helping you out there. So legs are open. We're going to fold forward as much as you can. And if it's just a lean forward, straight arms, that's perfectly fine. If you could feel that in those inner legs, then that's what we're after. So yeah, folding forward. I have my feet flexed, but you can have them relaxed or you can have them pointed. Another option, I know some of my clients like to have their hands on the insides of their legs and sort of press open their legs as they fold forward or hinge forward. So see if you prefer that version. Come up to sitting again nice and tall. Take one hand in front and one hand behind your pelvis there. Lift your hips, press them forward, and then do one more little lift and press forward. And then we're going to do one last fold center. Okay, so we're taking it a little further, a little deeper. And now make your way up to sitting nice and tall center. We're going to bend the legs slowly into a diamond. Close the thighs. Lean back on your arms here. And then rock your legs side to side. So to finish center, just open your legs hip width, bring your feet towards your seat. We're going to press forward over the toes so you're in a crouch. Release your heels, extend your legs, relax your head. Bend your arms and grab onto your elbows. And then if you like, you can slowly rock side to side, sway your torso side to side. Then finish center, release your arms, soft knees, take 2 full breaths to roll up through your spine to standing. Okay, I'm just gonna face you all. I'm gonna have you bring your legs all the way together. We're gonna inhale, lift the arms up, lift the eyes up, clasp your hands. Exhale, pull your hands down, bring your eyes forward. And we're good. Thanks for joining.